A few weeks back, I made this video sharing some tips on how to deal with a difficult product owner. In today's video, let's bring the focus back to the Scrum Master. You are a member of a Scrum team, maybe a product owner, a developer, a member of a Scrum team, and you have a difficult, bad Scrum Master. What do you do? How do you handle this situation? Let's start with some common signs of a bad or difficult Scrum Master. Number one, doesn't accept feedback. That's pretty obvious. You're not psychologically safe to give feedback to this person, to the Scrum Master. Or when you give feedback to the Scrum Master, they don't accept it. Nothing is done. They're accepting the feedback. They are telling you that they will improve, but you don't see anything improving. Number two, lack of facilitation skills. Facilitating the Scrum events. The daily Scrum, no structure whatsoever. Always more than 15 minutes, taking sides in meetings. The meeting is more focused on the Scrum Master giving their opinion on what to do instead of facilitating the session and letting people come up with some good ideas. Even outside the meetings, the Scrum Master is unable to facilitate conflict resolutions. It just makes matters worse. Number three, ignoring the Scrum framework or the Agile manifesto. You feel like this person has never read the Scrum framework or completely forgot about the Agile values and principles. It's like waterfall in disguise. You're working in sprints, yeah, you're having your daily scrums, estimating in story points, have a sprint backlog, but every sprint feels like waterfall. There's still steps, phases in the sprint, development, testing, strict deadlines that are pushed to the team by stakeholders, even by the Scrum Master, or the other way around. They stick to the Scrum Guide too much. There's no flexibility in the team. Even if the team agrees, everyone in the team agrees that something which might go against a section of a Scrum Guide is useful to the team. Now, the team is not allowed to do that because it goes against what is mentioned in the Scrum Guide. Number four, the boss of the team, micromanaging people, telling people what to do in meetings, outside of meetings. There's no servant leadership. This concept doesn't even exist. The Scrum Master is not a teacher. It's not a coach. No, it's a manager. The manager of a team telling the team what to do, assigning tasks to team members. Number five, they don't shield the team from stakeholders and even from the product owner or members of the team. You feel that the Scrum Master is more concerned with stakeholders, the product owner, than the developers of a team. If stakeholders want to work on X feature or the product owner is pushing X feature in the sprint, in the middle of a sprint, we have to do it because the Scrum Master said we needed to do it. Work in progress limits doesn't exist. We are working on 15 projects at the same time, all with strict deadlines. The team is simply unable to focus. How do you handle this situation as a member of a team with this kind of Scrum Master? Maybe let's take an example of a product owner first. Imagine you are a product owner. How do you handle this situation? Well, the product owner is responsible, accountable for product value. If you feel that anything is impacting product value in a negative way, you need to resolve it. You need to resolve this impediment, even if it means that the impediment is the Scrum Master. The first thing you need to understand is, are you on the same page with the Scrum Master? What's the goal of a Scrum Master? Two things as per the latest version of a Scrum Guide. Here, to implement Scrum as per the Scrum Guide. And second, accountable for the effectiveness of a team. The Scrum Master is not even a role. The Scrum Master is an accountability. Everyone in the Scrum team has accountabilities, and the Scrum Master is accountable of these two things. Anyone can have these accountabilities or play the role of a Scrum Master in the team. It doesn't need to be a specific person. This accountability can be shared across the team. But if you have a specific person playing this role, the ultimate goal of this person is to ensure that the whole team can function effectively with or without the Scrum Master being present. That's the goal of a Scrum Master. Making the team think by themselves, be effective, and use the Scrum framework correctly without them. If you feel at any point that your Scrum Master is not doing that, or you're not on the same page with your Scrum Master, it's time to provide feedback. That's the first step. And you start by gathering some evidence. And sure, self-reflect on the issue. Is it really an issue? Are you making the right assumptions here? Gather some evidence, some examples of wrong behaviors of a Scrum Master or not in line with a Scrum Guide or your understanding of the role of a Scrum Master, then schedule a session with a Scrum Master. A one-to-one, private. Please keep the conversation private. One-to-one conversation with a Scrum Master. And then in the session, you provide this feedback professionally, politely. You can use some common methods like situation, behavior, impact to provide this feedback. You provide the situation, what kind of behavior, and how you felt, how this impacted you. Clear examples. You're not making assumptions here. You're not only talking about your feelings. You're not even talking about the person. You're simply mentioning an example, and based on this example, how did this behavior make you feel? And how you think they can improve. Use this feedback for growth. That's effective feedback. Feedback which is not criticism. It's something related to growth. Then there's two options. Either they take this feedback and start improving on that, or they are defensive. You're not good at taking feedback. That's a sign also of a bad Scrum Master. What do you do in this kind of situation? Maybe the next step would be involving the whole team. Talk about this issue in a sprint retrospective. Maybe by another member of the team. Gather more data or tell another team member to have a one-to-one conversation with a Scrum Master to talk about this issue. If several people are giving feedback to a Scrum Master about the same thing, similar example, similar kind of behavior, maybe something will click in the mind of a Scrum Master. If you notice improvements, encourage the improvements. Constant communication, dialogue with a Scrum Master to ensure that they are taking your feedback into consideration and improving if they agree on improving. Now, if you feel that you can't talk with a Scrum Master or the Scrum Master is not listening to you or any other team members, there's no other choice. You need to escalate the issue. Who does the Scrum Master report to? Do they have some kind of chapter, some kind of manager, a supervisor, maybe an agile coach? Can you talk to a person? Give this feedback to the person, mentioning the examples again and that you talked to the Scrum Master. Privately, you gave this feedback and nothing is changing. At this point, when handling the situation, ensure that you document everything. All your meetings with the Scrum Master or the Agile coach, everything is documented, maybe via email, because the next step is escalating even higher or to the HR department. And you need data, again, proof that something is wrong with a team. Again, as a product owner, you shouldn't accept that something is negatively impacting the product value. It's an impediment and you are doing the right thing, escalating it. You try to resolve it. There's nothing wrong with that. You try to resolve it, but it can't be resolved at your level. And the Scrum Master is negatively impacting the team and the product value. Now, if you're a developer in the team and you're dealing with this kind of Scrum Master, you do the same thing. You provide this feedback to the Scrum Master. If a Scrum Master is someone who doesn't accept feedback or ignores feedback or you're not psychologically safe, can you talk to a product owner? Maybe the product owner noticed the same thing and can provide feedback to a Scrum Master. Can you talk to someone else? Maybe you have a tech lead, a supervisor, a manager. Can you talk to that person? Can you schedule a session with the Agile coach or supervisor of the Scrum Master? Very similar path. But the problem is that a bad Scrum Master has the tendency of telling developers what to do. So it's harder, way harder for a developer to be able to resolve this issue because often bad Scrum Masters feel that they are the boss of developers. Another good option is to, as a team, decide that you will spread out the role or the accountability of a Scrum Master. Everyone will help the current Scrum Master do their job. We want to build this skill. We want to ensure that we are more self-managed, more cross-functional, being able to be effective without the Scrum Master. Start by telling the Scrum Master, maybe the daily Scrum, we can facilitate that. Among developers, sprint retrospectives, we can facilitate that. Among developers, planning, refinement, let us handle it. No worries. Again, maybe something will click in the mind of a Scrum Master. The role of a Scrum Master is pretty unique because they are a coach, a mentor. They should have a lot of self-awareness because they are coaching people on exactly that. Having a Scrum Master without any self-awareness, it's a huge impediment for the team. This person is not just useless, but damaging the team. More than useless. And you need to treat this impediment like any other critical impediments that you need to resolve. And the last resort might be kicking this person out of the team because this person is affecting the structure, the collaboration, the relationship between team members, the synergy, the product value too much. It's hard to fix a difficult Scrum Master. A bad Scrum Master because this person should be able to fix themselves without you. And it's nearly impossible for you to do that. Maybe you can share this YouTube channel, tell them to watch my videos. Which brings me to my next point. If you want more tips, insights on Agile, Scrum, personal growth, click on the video that stands out the most on the screen right now, and I'll see you in a few seconds.